Somewhere out there, a dad is nodding like he heard the whole story.
But his brain is still buffering in a work meeting.
The kid knows.
Today, we talk about being home without being fully there.
Only on The Big Show.
Good morning, nation. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to Mornings in the Live with Keith, Jon, and friends. Your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and big conversations. We got Jimmy on the buttons, and of course, we got our very own producer, Neiman, out there making sure the words sound as good as I look this morning. We got Dwayne and Rico doing the fucking arm wrestle for who's going to own the baby boomer token. He is toothless and proud. His name, Matt Roof. Our very own Dr. John Petricelli, our resident bullshit professor. Brianna, you're always teaching me, man, every single Tuesday. Nation, you will not find this kind of knowledge anywhere on the planet to start your day other than Mornings in the Live with Keith, Jon, and friends. Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, nation. It is Wednesday, August 26th, and we are just walking out of Dolly World today. Yeah. Good morning. I'm the Handsome Chief, and you are here live on Mornings in the Live with Keith, Jon, and friends, your live morning show built for all you guys looking to get your ass out of bed and talk about a little bit of Dolly Parton here today. Yes, she passed. Yes. And no, hey, before we get after it, guys, no, we did not talk about her a couple weeks ago because it seems like every time we talk about somebody, they pass coming up. We're gonna spend a little bit of time resting and piecing and reminiscing on Dolly Parton kicking off this morning. Good morning, Rico. Good morning, Solomon. Good morning, Mike is making stuff. Good to see you guys here this morning. And we're gonna have a conversation about is your children can feel when you're only halfway there. Yeah, it's funny because I'm looking at the wrong notes this morning in front of me. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the right title of the show here today, because your children can feel when you're only half there. Yeah, because if you're not there, they're like, hey, where's dad? Not around. Nope, just not around. He's too busy doing his stuff. It's funny, I had a chat with my kids about this a couple days ago. I said, hey, kids, I've been, we haven't been doing holidaying, and there hasn't been a lot of dad time because dad's been busy getting his life in order. My kids are so awesome. They're like, yes, we know. We see you doing what you got to do to get after it every single day, which is so freaking awesome. All right, today on the big show, we got some trending topics. Of course, we know the trending one here today. It's all about the Dolly. Yeah. Oreo Gate. Oh, I got to pick a side. Oh, I got Neiman coming here. Sound is not crisp. Interesting. All right, so we're gonna do something here, Neiman. While I got you on the show here. Let's see what the potential problem could be. And what I'm going to do here, Neiman, is I'm going to change something here. It's funny because I don't even know what the hell the problem is. All right, so we're going to try this, Neiman. Get ready. Boom. And then boom. Does that change it, Neiman? I'd like to know if the sound is a little bit better because that is the only change that I made to the system since don't know why the audio has been messing up for us along the way. All right, hey, listen, we got a bunch of other fun topics on the table. Jimmy is not here, but Neiman is on the buttons. Archie is back there. Everybody's here to rock and roll today. I see Sullivan out there. I see Holroyd out there. I see Good Time out there. I know Rico's out there as well. And I think it's time. It's time. Oh, I see Neiman typing in my ear. It's better, she says. It's better. Hey, if it's better for Neiman, it's better for me. Guys, let's get after it. The morning loop. It starts right now.
Good morning, nation. We have one job before this show. Determine whether Chief's wellness journey is actually going fucking well.
Yesterday, Chief said he's shrinking. His hat's falling off, and people at a funeral blame peptides. He's going from little to travel size.
Then he said he needs 160 grams of protein. That's a dangerous amount of trust to place in fart season chicken.
So we created a safety protocol. If the cook turns around and starts unbuttoning anything, evacuate the fucking restaurant immediately.
If Chief survives breakfast without shrinking or having his chicken crop dusted, we're calling that peak wellness. Let's start the morning loop.
Good morning, Kilroy. See you out there from Chudville. Hold on a second, Sterling and Bryson. Going from little to what? To little to travel sized. What the? I love it. Little to travel size. The handsome chief, yes, on his journey from a large to medium to small to travel size. Yes, love that one. That's awesome. Hey, Chudville, Kilroy, good to see you out there in the comments this morning. Love seeing you out there this morning, 100%. All right, let's get some trending topics going on here this morning. I think we're probably going to be revisiting this one a few times throughout the day today. Neiman, you're new to this part of the buttons part of it. So, guys, Neiman's anxious. So I'm on the buttons. I'm a little anxious. I'm like, I know. All right, so Neiman, we're going to do the what's trending on X right now. So what happens then is what Jimmy does is he puts that thumbnail up and I'm like, oh, what's trending on X right now? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go what's trending on X right now. This morning when I got up, boom, boom, boom. Let's put that trending topic up there, guys. Jelly Roll. Yeah, I was hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live last night and he joked about his weight loss versus the other guy's reported gain. There was people that weren't too happy about that. Yeah, so Jelly was up there dissing about his weight loss while the guy who's running the country putting weight on, and apparently people weren't too happy that he came onto that program to upset a number of people. Everybody just gets their knickers in a knots over everything along the way. Oh my God. Yeah, Giselle threw out some football along the way. I don't know. Yannick, grab food, good foods. I think there's really nothing else trending awesome on X that I want to talk about right now. So we're going to put that one aside. Neiman, what's going on YouTube this morning? And then trending on YouTube this morning, we got Taylor Swift performance, the Icon Sessions at the Grammy Museum. So she filmed that August 18th. And it launched last night, and coincidentally enough, or ironically enough, it's the same day that the Dolly passing happened. So you know that's trending. Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton trending as well. The fact of the matter is, that, you know, there's only one Dolly Parton in the whole world. It's like a Michael Jackson. You know, the impact that lady had on the entire world and culture is quite significant. So I'm not surprised she is absolutely everywhere today, trending on every possible platform as well. Neiman, if we have an opener for the trending topic with Dolly, let's run it so we can have some conversation before Anderson gets here. If not, that's totally cool. We'll keep the show on the road here. We're going to move to Pickett.
She's gone but will never be forgotten. She left one hell of a business lesson. Fame rented attention. She owns songs, land, and leverage.
Most people chase exposure. Parton protected the asset no matter what.
That's the question, nation. What are you building that still belongs to you when everybody stops applauding?
All right, audio check. How's the audio sounding, guys? I want to know how it's sounding. Because I'm a little bit stressed with the audio part of it. I like having good audio, so as long as the audio is not good, because the handsome one even has to have a handsome voice. If there's no handsome voice, then people aren't going to tune into the handsome one. It's a true story. All right, so hey, it sounds. What do you mean it sounds okay, Neiman? What else sounds okay? All right, so you know what I find fascinating about Dolly Parton? What I find most fascinating about her is the fact that brilliant lady, the business acumen she had along the way. You know, living that where was she living? Southern United States. She owned Dollywood. She knew how to make money. She knew what the world wanted. She knew how to put herself out there. She knew what her assets were, and I say that with all love and kindness. And she leaned into that. And I think anybody that grew up in my generation, we all grew up together here, that we would all kindly say the same things. She was known for not only her singing, but for how her appearance was. Let's just call it, man. She had a chest that many guys were like, oh, there's Dolly Parton. And there was only one Dolly Parton, the littlest human being on the planet with the largest breasts, bosoms, whatever you want to call it, gentlemen, growing up back in the Jet X era. But not only that, the music, the businesses that she did, the way she extended herself everywhere. I got to tell you guys, man, it was, and unfortunately, apparently, she died after a brief battle with cancer. So, but guys, her stake alone, but 165 million bucks. She owns 50% of Dollywood, and the park generates about an estimated 250 to 750 million dollars a year, and it drives almost $2 billion of economic activity into Tennessee. Think about that, eh? Think about that. And she founded some Imagination Library in '95. Bezos gave her money for her foundation. The lady has had influence, even though she is an anti-influencer. She built distribution. Before there was distribution, she never sold the catalog. She never released her name. The move was that she owned it. She didn't lease it. She didn't license it. She owned it. So I thought it's pretty cool, man. Kudos for Parton. Oh, interesting. Audio is fluctuating. We're going to have to get this sorted out along the way. I wonder what the problem is along the way. All right. What if it's internet? I don't know. Sound quality. Thanks, Neiman. That's great. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Anyways, we lost Dolly yesterday. We lost an icon. And, you know, I think there's only a few times in life where we know there's only going to be these one-of-a-kinds, right? I'd say Dolly was one of a kind. Michael Jackson was a one-of-a-kind. Eminem was probably a one-of-a-kind. You know, you got these folks that there's probably not going to be, maybe Taylor Swift is a one-of-a-kind. I suspect that there's not going to be others like them. All right. Listen, let's go to the pick a side. I got one for her today. So a mom asked the group chat with all the other moms to stop packing Oreos because the other moms packed extras. And moment, this would just drive maybe this one's gonna drive you nuts too, actually. So here's what it comes down to. Little Keithy goes to school today with some Oreos. Oh, we can try that. Yeah, let's try that. Let's absolutely try this. The problem is that I don't get fucking shit. Let's just changes for you at all, actually. So anyway, so here's the thing that happened. And this one is one of those people just need something to bellyache about along the way. Oh, interesting. That's much better. She says, okay, good. Now we're learning. Something's happened with the audio quality here in the situation, but we're getting better. All right. So, hey, Mike is making stuff. I'd like to know your audio philosophy as well, because I got my audio just changed according to Neiman. So, all right, Oreo Gate. A mom asked the group chat to stop packing Oreos. The other moms packed extra. And the parents are like, well, no, like my kids want Oreos. If your kid doesn't want Oreos, your kid doesn't eat Oreos, that's not my problem. So what the fuck? Like just because Archie's mom packs Oreos and my mom doesn't, Archie's mom's gonna text my group and say, well, I'm not feeding Archie Oreos, so would you guys mind not sending Oreos to school for your kids? Now listen, this is not a debate about whether the food is good or not, whether they should be getting carrots or apples or any of this good stuff. I'm just, this whole idea of another parent suggesting to other parents just because they don't want their kid eating somebody else's food, I think is actually kind of bizarre. So what's the solution, guys? Pick a side. Should the parent send the note to somebody else saying, hey, I don't want my kids having Oreos, so please don't pack. It'd be like me saying to Archie's mom, or it'd be like my mom's texting Archie's mom saying, hey mom, don't send Oreos for Archie because I don't want Keith to have Archie's. I don't want Keith to have Oreos. Really? Well, fuck, man. Parent your kid. Yeah, teach your kid. It's not Archie's mom's responsibility to not give Archie Oreos and penalize Billis. I don't agree with that at all, actually. So, anyways, there's our pick a side this morning. Love to know what you guys think about that one. If you guys think that that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hey, you guys see the other big news coming out of Louisiana and SpaceX yesterday? massive. I was talking to Keith about it this morning. The amount of construction projects coming in the United States in the next 2 to 3 years, it's through the roof, man. It's absolutely through the fucking roof. Have you seen this, what they're building? Like, you know, it's one thing to talk about Terrafab. We're going to talk about that in a second, but now they're building Starbase Louisiana. Dude, this thing is massive, right? So good thing I bought into those SpaceX shares a couple weeks ago. But man, the amount of construction coming in the United States over the next few years is through the absolute roof. And, you know, it's funny, man, because I've been talking about what's coming up here in November. I just think that the world's not expecting to see what's going to happen over the next few years, and we're seeing it. Between that, and even let's put the other one up there as well with that spaceport of the future. There's another clip there that I see Johnny's pulling up here in a second. We're going to talk about that with Johnny. Like, look at that. That's Spaceport Louisiana. Now, I know not a lot of big roofs there, but the construction projects coming are absolutely incredible. Good morning, Alexis. Welcome to the big show you call Mornings in the Lab with Keith Jon and friends. I got my buddy, my brother from the other mother, John Anderson, patiently waiting. Neiman, let's bring him in.
That was fucking personal.
Jimmy, these things are much better when you don't have you got to give me some better lines, babe.
Yeah, that's it. How are you, brother? How are you?
Good. How you doing, brother?
I'm feeling great. Oh, am I ever feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling
good. Your skin tone looks good.
Dude, I got a note from Keith this morning. He's like, "How you doing today?" I go, "Dude, I'm not even $1 million. I feel like I'm $1 billion today. Like I just feel great. I can't argue, man."
Who you got a message from who?
Oh, John Kiesel, our other buddy, John from roofing company, the mother. Yeah. So he sent me a note to wake up, and I was like, "How's it going?" I go, "Good, man." I said, "I feel like $1 billion today. Not even $1 million. It's I feel so fucking good, man. I feel great. I feel great. I look great. All my clothes are falling off my body. I'm hitting my marks. Like, dude, I really can't complain. Full of gratitude. Got my wife and my daughter came home last night, so yeah, all good. Didn't get any life expectancy working though, unfortunately, because they were coming home and the handsome one was tired. So we'll have to catch up on that in the next couple of days. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. You?
Do you refer to yourself as the handsome one to them too?
You know, it's funny. I said that to Brookie a couple of days ago. She looked at me, and Lauren looks at her, and she's like, "No!" And all Brookie does is laugh. No, I don't refer to myself as the handsome one, just the hunky one. Hey, dude, I could not wait to talk to you today because I know you and I like shooting the shit on this. I don't expect that you saw this until maybe you walked into the lab. Did you see Elon's announcement yesterday?
You know what Terry says to me? She's like, "Where the fuck are you getting all this news information? You don't watch the news." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Keith brings all this shit to me in the morning.
I hang out with Billis in the morning. Well, dude, you're gonna love this one. Fuck, SpaceX announces SpaceX Louisiana spaceport. Did you see this? A massive. So, like, look at the fucking land they're grabbing, dude. So the plan is to launch 3 to 5. So think about an airport, Johnny, but it's a spaceport, right? So so the goal is to launch multiple rocket ships same day to Mars and to the moon. And construction starting later this year, I believe it is. Later this year, later next year. But look at these visuals, man. Like, they're just visuals, of course, but we're talking a massive. So think about this, right? Let's just talk. 3 weeks ago, we had the earnings, right? Then last week, the day after earnings, or no, I guess last week was earnings. The day after earnings, or whatever it was, day after earnings, they announced Terrafab, the largest building ever being built in the United States. And then, and actually, John, look at this. So we you know how tall the Burj Khalifa is? Because we've kind of seen that before. If you stood Terrafab, the building that they're building in Texas, next to the Burj, you can see how big it is. Like, you can just see the structure that they are building and that roof and that construction. And then they're doing something similar in Louisiana. The point is, Elon and SpaceX are spending fucking trillions of dollars in the next number of years, man. Huge construction.
Yeah, I mean, what they're doing up in space with the with the Starlink and with the data centers, that's a huge part of what these rockets are all about.
There's a lot of really cool stuff happening, man. A lot of really cool stuff happening there. So it'll be interesting to see how the markets respond with that news. Speaking of news, we of course woke up this morning. Well, yesterday, I guess, as we went through the day. I'm sure you heard yesterday we lost Dolly Parton, 80 years old. Somebody,
thank God we didn't mention her birthday yesterday.
Well, believe me, I know. Yeah, 80 years old, and what an icon, right? You think about it, like the world's never going to see another Dolly Parton, like that kind of lady, she, and a brilliant woman. And let's face it, you and I growing up, she was known because of her breast size. Yes, she was a great country singer, but that was a big part of it. You know what I loved about it? She didn't turn it into like this thing it was a thing, but wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? Like because she was a great artist altogether and a great human. But yeah, she was a little person. She wore wigs all the time. But there was just one Dolly Parton. Hey, Johnny, seriously.
Well, she was kind of a pioneer.
Oh, big time.
Hard to replace the pioneers.
Yeah, and
you get a lot of people that follow or maybe branch out a little bit, but
yeah.
To totally pioneer a new path is a different individual.
Well, and I wouldn't even say kinda. She's without a doubt was and is, like Dollywood. She sets up that theme park like Dollywood. Like what the fuck, right? Dollywood, right? But she creates a theme park in Tennessee. Almost generates $2 billion a year in economic value for the region. It does almost $1 billion a year in the revenue. Like you think of like Dollywood, Johnny. Like, it's just like this absurd thing, but the kind of money in it, like that's smart, man. That's forward thinking for her. So it's pretty cool. So it's unfortunate we lost her, but I'd say the world has been a better place because of the impact that she has had, and on culture everywhere too.
Well, it just kind of goes to show it's almost like people don't understand branding very well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she was her own brand. So anytime you stuck her name on something, it was going to fucking catch.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and so what was really cool, like even just last year, she did a new single with she did "Home Sweet Home" with Motley Crue. I saw yesterday Marshall Mathers, Eminem dropped a note saying, "Hey, I received." And it's funny because you never think from this guy what his brand is. He's like, "Yeah, when I was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Dolly Parton sent me a note, and he's published it and said how I never met the woman, but she had an impact on me." And that's crazy, right? Because you think you got this Eminem guy who's like on the extreme side of rap, then you have Dolly Parton way over there, and she's having an impact on everybody. So I mean,
look at fucking Ric Flair impacted the whole goddamn rap fucking world.
Same thing. There's only going to be one Ric Flair. Like you got these people, right? Like these people that have this impact on culture. Crossover everywhere. So what'd you do yesterday? What was on your agenda? What did you accomplish? I know you had an active one. How did it go?
Just a lot of shit. Got a lot of shit done. Dealing with, it was one of those days where I had some stuff that popped up that I had to handle on the back end of some of the billing systems that were like,
yeah. It's
just one of these things you just got to fucking get done every so often. Like, God damn it.
Yes,
so I was like, I told the team, I said, isn't there some fucking AI to get some of this shit done? Let's get that connected.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's one of the things you might want to talk to Ben about, just put it in your head, is Grokbot. I can send you guys a text later. Grokbot will probably help Ben out a lot now that I think about it, because it's unlike the other agents. It actually operates a little differently, but it's ridiculously effective. Mike is making stuff. If you haven't tried Grokbot out, I'd encourage you to. I'll send Ben a note on that, because I think that will help you guys with some stuff that I see you guys doing. Hey, speaking of stuff, so I want to show this committed thing. The final battle at the Calisthenics World Championships. So this is interesting. Look at the commitment this guy has. So looks like he's a short fella. Not the biggest guy, but he's a dense little. But look at his movement, man. Pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, when he's doing shit like this, you don't even really need to bring size into the equation.
I know, right? Yeah. One of his moves are like the horizontal, like that horizontal hold is impressive to me. When somebody can do that, like fuck man, that's awesome.
Yeah, and you're really not even understanding how, because we got kind of a weird angle. It's hard to see what he's doing. But yeah. That's that's strength in like tendons and ligaments.
Oh yeah, that is, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Yeah, because your body's moving everywhere. Those elastics need to be really strong everywhere, don't they?
We figure the muscles can be strong, right?
Yes.
And those static holds are the most brutal.
Yes.
but what actually connects the muscle to the bone and the muscle to muscle is usually the shit that breaks down in those movements.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
An isometric hold.
Okay. Yeah. In your fitness journey at all, did you ever do any calisthenics for agility and mobility, or just even for body conditioning? Have you done any of that, like side to side box jumps and any when you're in your athletic career, Johnny?
As I got older, I've done burpees just for the idea of keeping my hips loose.
Oh yeah,
I had kind of my own version of them.
Okay, yeah.
And I used to do a ton of running, like hills, bleachers, and stairs.
Okay. Oh, that's good work. That's great work.
Yeah, brutal. Yeah. I mean, cross training had started, and it's the other thing I did a little bit more than I think about. I got into submission grappling because I was fucking really, I was just mentally exhausted with some of the conditioning work I was doing.
Oh yeah.
That was a different type of conditioning.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm thinking if you're in the ring, that conditioning is, you got to be top like that. Let's just talk for a second on that. Ring conditioning is got to be unlike anything in many ways, because you're physical. You got to have cardio. You got to be able to get up, get down, jump, have tendons, rest, recover quickly. Like, I'm just thinking as an athlete, all the different really variables. Because if you think about football, you run for a short time, you break. Hockey, it's short time and break, right? But wrestling, like the idea of being in the ring, I'm just thinking out loud here to myself, like that's a whole other kind of athletic discipline, which I think would teach probably patience and.
Well, this kind of wrestling would be on the mat.
Okay. Oh yeah, yes, of course, grappling, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Good morning, Whitaker. Good to see you out there. But Johnny, pro wrestling, like seriously, that's a different kind of like an athletic cardiovascular level too. No, am I incorrect?
So, well, of course.
Yeah.
One of the things that you like when I got into it, one of the things that I had trouble with, was controlling my breathing. Okay. Because you're sometimes in there for 15 plus minutes.
Yes.
If you fucking lose your wind, you're in fucking, but you can't perform.
Right. Because you go all the way up and then you got to fucking bring it back to perform again, right? Basically.
Well, I mean, and the problem is bringing it back. Yes. It's very difficult to bring it back when you're fucking moving.
Yes.
So you got to control it from the beginning. Or if the match gets going too fast, you got to slow it down somehow. And it's like if we went for a run.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to run this motherfucker, whatever this distance is, let's call it 10 miles.
Yes.
And that we can't go slower than a certain pace.
Yes.
Or the whole fucking, we get disqualified, let's say. Right?
Yes.
So you got to make sure you don't fucking run it up so high that when you're trying to recover, that you dip below that certain point.
So if you and I are in the ring together and I'm struggling, I might say to you, we need to slow the pace down for a couple seconds here. And we might hold each other. Like we might do a hold. We might stand in the ring. We might do things that are slowing the pace down for me.
Well,
right?
Psychology for us, you and I, because people know it's a fight. Okay, how's this little fucker? How's he gonna deal with this? I got you in a hold for a minute. Why did I not just squeeze your head off?
Yes,
you could put me in a hold and try to control me. Would make more sense. But why am I just sitting there holding the little guy? Why don't I just win?
So it's the story, right? Yes. Okay.
So what I would do in that case is, I would basically. I would basically just do something to you and throw you out. That makes sense. Throw you out of the ring.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I could go play to the crowd and do what I wanted. Like if I was a heel, then our match would be much easier because I bang your head against the post, throw you out. Makes sense that you're out there for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
So it's all about understanding the psychology of the story. What can you do to give somebody a breather?
Oh, dude, that's nuggets right there. Because I was again watching a little bit of Unreal this weekend, and Paul Triple H was saying to one of the performers, great wrestlers are great wrestlers, but the people
You're
that
saying Paul, everybody knows that's Triple H.
Triple H. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Paul Levesque, Triple H. He was saying to people like, and he was talking about it on the show, Johnny. I think, and I've watched some clips of you as a wrestler, and you were good at this. Is that, you know, I don't want to say any wrestler, but a wrestler can do a good move, but not any wrestler could do the stuff in between the moves. Right, like when you go in the ring and you do like the blah, or like when Oba Femi comes out and he's like, you know, Oba is a good wrestler, but it's the moves that are in, but it's the moments with the crowd that connects you to the crowd. That's not actually the wrestling stuff is what makes the great ones. Like when John Cena pauses and does his thing or looks to the crowd. And I've seen stuff when you were in Japan where you like address the moment. It's like, okay, we know he's a good wrestler, but is he a good entertainer or performer? And as Triple H was talking, that's really the difference between like the all-time greats and the ones that are just great wrestlers. You follow what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you got it. It's
the character.
It's think of it like this. If you were watching a movie and it was playing too quickly, you wouldn't be really soaking up the moments.
Oh yeah, well said.
Yeah,
good
so
stuff.
you got to make sure that when something happens that you want everybody to see, you got to make sure they have time to see it.
Yeah. Yes, that's absolutely correct. Melissa, run that epic spot. Let's have a look at it. Check this out.
Undertaker. I went to another company, WCW, where I was Mean Mark Callis, and my contract was coming up, and they were like, "Look, you're a great athlete, kid, but no one's ever going to pay money to watch you wrestle." Fortunately, guys like Paul Heyman and Bruce Pritchard, you know, they believed in me, and they kind of kept pushing for me to get this meeting with Vince. And finally, I did. And he calls me. I got to go to his house, right? So I got this long meeting, and at the end of the meeting, he goes, "Well, we don't have anything for you right now." Now I'm sitting there. I got no job. So one day I'm sitting at home. Phone rings. Hello? And he goes, "Is this the Undertaker?" I was like, yeah, this is Undertaker. Yeah. And it was Vince, and that was how he introduced the character to me. I had no clue.
So there you go. Now that's a great clip because, you know, he was a great wrestler, but until the character was born, nobody was connecting with the guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, there you see it all the time. There's got to be something that clearly what Vince was saying is that this moment he doesn't see as going to fit him into a circus.
Yes.
You know, what you know, what are you going to do that I don't have people already doing?
That's right. Yeah. All right, Keith and Jon hanging out with you guys this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith Jon and friends every single Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on the big show we call it Mornings in the Lab and the Mornings in the Lab live network. Hey, Johnny, here's a question for you. Would you allow an AI assistant, Melissa, get this one ready, to execute a trade for you?
Well, that's what we're getting.
A German broker just handed your money to a chatbot. The thing that can't spell strawberry is now your fucking financial advisor. Scalable says you can invest by chatting. So your retirement rides on a bot that says my bad after torching 20 grand. Would you let AI buy your kid's college fund? Because sorry, I hallucinated hits different when you're broke. Comments, go.
So it's happening. If you lived in Germany, Scalable Capital announced access to its investment platform through major AI chatbots. Essentially, you sign up to a chatbot, you give it the authority you want to give it, and it'll make trades on your behalf or not your behalf. Seems obvious, doesn't it, Anderson?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fucking terrible trader, you got nowhere to go but up.
Right. And if your investment advisor sucks, you got nowhere to go but up either, actually. So, and this is interesting because people already distrust human advisors who are paid commissions because people think there's an underlying incentive. But this one's going to be interesting to see how people feel about this. So my chatbot lost me a bunch of money. I got to go and blame somebody. So it'll be interesting because this is going to have an impact. And financial people are not going to have jobs. Speaking of that, man, Bill Gates was in the news this morning, last couple, so Billy Gates has been in the news all year for all bad stuff, like Epstein Island and just a bunch of bullshit from his last, whatever. The guy's 70 now, so he's had to deal with a bunch of bullshit. So I guess he feels like he has nothing to hold back anymore. So he wrote a 600,000 word essay yesterday. And he basically said that big tech is scared to tell you what you guys really need to hear. But AI is coming for all of you. But privately, nobody wants to say it because they're out there saying, hey, we need to raise $1 trillion. But then privately, well, don't fucking say that.
Yeah, You need to raise $1 trillion so we can take all your jobs.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, so don't, because I understand that I'm the messenger that maybe not you don't like. He goes, but trust me, I'm in those rooms. So he's like, I'm concerned. And he goes, what concerns me most, he's like, a few years ago, there was this, we got to stop all the bioweapon stuff. Now he goes like, people just kind of like slough it off. He's like, what the fuck? I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, we had this incident a couple weeks ago and we had a guy on our show, Johnny. Remember when he said that, imagine if COVID was 90 some odd % effective, and he's like, I'm concerned about bioweapons with AI. Well, we got Bill Gates. He's like, yeah, I'm actually concerned about this and nobody's doing anything about it. And then you have Ray Dalio, Johnny, again this morning saying, without a doubt, in the next 2 years, U.S. debt crisis is going off the cliff, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, is it so? I don't know if this is true. Of course, you hear all this shit fucking spooling around. So, here's the question: is the U.S. truly printing money to pay off its own debt?
I don't know.
That's what I've been seeing the different little blips about. $5 trillion printed and it's basically a debt buyback.
Oh, okay, yeah. I honestly don't know.
Well, you figure it's one way or the next. The more dollars that are printed, the less the more value it loses.
100%.
But if they crush the fucking rest of the dollars, there's not much of it left.
No,
they crush the rest of the dollar with flattening out the debt. They use that little bit of strength in the currency to actually fucking square something up. I'm not saying I agree with any of it. I'm just saying that would be the. It's like, you've got this limited time with this certain tool.
Yes.
Well, why not fucking use that tool to handle a major fucking problem before it vanishes on its own?
Again, not to be all tinfoil, but it's hard. It's just hard not to step back and look at what's kind of happening. You got the Canada-U.S. trade war. You have Elon announcing all of his space stuff. You have data center stuff happening. You got the U.S. dollar at what it is. You got the U.S. debt crisis. It just, everything is setting up. It just seems like a massive change coming. The Federal Reserve controls us, says Zaza. Hard to argue with that. I'll tell you what, it's also hard to argue with. Hey, Neiman, that global brand that may look identical on the shelf while delivering radically different products. Sugar everywhere. Neiman, let's run it.
Apparently, your vacation soda can have a different resume. One Indian version reportedly carried roughly 3 times its London counterpart's sugar.
Same packaging creates an expectation of sameness, but regulation, pricing, taste, and ingredient standards can produce very different recipes.
That leaves a simple question. If the brand is global, should the nutrition standard be global too?
So we know that
to do with where they're selling it. They take, like, if you and I have XYZ,
that's it.
We have a different set of guidelines to sell here in the US than we do in Canada versus Japan. So we have to alter our formula no matter where.
Do you agree with that or disagree?
Back up, you broke up a little bit.
Yeah. Do you agree with that philosophy or disagree with it? Because it's very similar to the pepper world we talk about. So some guy in Russia, discovers Epitalon. Or C-Max, it's Saline. It's sold at pharmacies. If Keith and Johnny were doing the show in Russia, we'd go across the street and go to the pharmacy and buy it. But yet in America and Canada, it's like, it's fucking poison. It's bizarre to me. Same thing with a Coke. Coke is here. It's different. Like, what's the answer? Or there isn't an answer. It's just what it is. What it is.
Well, but you think about let's stop thinking about food and PEPs and things like this, and just look at how each individual country controls their people in a different way. So like in Russia, they're going, those lucky fuckers, they get to do XYZ. We're going, those lucky fuckers, they don't have all of this fucking control over food and PEPs and shit. So it's all about how each individual country or government, whatever you want to say, keeps a grip on their people.
You just nailed it, actually, because at the end of the day, we are people. And that's why I like to joke, right? That if you and I lived across the road from each other, one in Canada, one in the United States, you're legally allowed to, well, I guess even just we joke about cannabis. There's some dude sitting in some fucking jail. Actually, in Texas, Mike is making stuff. Somebody with THC in Texas right now is sitting in jail because I got more cannabis crumbs in my pocket. It's bizarre. I get it, though. You're right. Controlling people. Controlling.
Well, I mean, you figure if you're Texas, probably being one of the most patriotic fucking states.
Oh yeah, conservative.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
You know, don't fucking drive through that place with a fucking pocket full of weed.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Like if there's a fucking, inlet of the fucking of the sea that's known to fucking have tons of great whites, don't fucking jump in the water.
Yes, this is true. This is absolutely true. You know, the first time I saw great white in the water, actually, I got to get some videos for you guys to show them when I did that a few years ago. That first moment when I was in that cage in the ocean there with those great whites swimming around, like that first time you see it, you're like, holy shit. Because you really can't understand how like the girth, like the mass, the density of how big that animal is. We see it on TV, we see it like, in visuals, but until you're actually like fuck 2 feet away from it, you're like, oh, that's a big motherfucker, man.
Yeah, and then to imagine you're fucking getting freaked out just at the size of it, just slowly moving around you.
Yes.
Now just think what when he gets pissed off. Now there's a whole nother level of, oh Jesus.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly it. Hey, I like to learn along the way. And a couple weeks ago, I did not know, and I shared with you on the show, I did not realize that when ships get, like, I didn't know when a ship got hit with a torpedo, why it didn't sink. And as you like, well, Bill, there's these hulls. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't know that. Well, hey, submarines. This is similar. But again, I kind of knew this, but didn't really know visually how it all worked. But I got to be honest, I didn't realize they had like actually tanks like this. I knew that they had water filling up like to create buoyancy and so forth. But just an interesting visual I thought that I can share with you on how submarines float and not float, and they get to the bottom of the ocean. And you think about, like, we got these things that are floating around the world nonstop, nuclear powered, people living in them. Did you know that's how they worked? Like literally?
I mean, I know that they're just in general. I knew that they're, water is a big part of anything. For take a little water here, push some there, creates, even like on a, on like for example, on a wakeboard boat.
Okay.
Right? The old days. Then now they have these wedges and all these shit where it's just an apparatus that will give you that big wake. In the old days, you had to fucking fill up ballast, right? So like we'd fucking hit this button, and 35 minutes later, it had pumped these fucking, there's these sacks in the back of the boat.
Yes.
Pumped, I think they're like 50 gallons a piece. So now you got 100 gallons of water. Your boat, when you first put it in the water's here. Once you get the ballast in, it's here.
Oh, I did not know that.
Once they're fill up. It creates the ass of the boat to drag a little deeper, which creates a bigger wake for a jump.
Yes.
So, obviously if we were, in a massive boat, we were negotiating some certain, and I'm not a fucking, by no means am I a ship captain, but we could use that principle to make sure our boat was riding the way we wanted it to based upon what we were doing. Maybe you got a huge fucking load over here, and this over here needs some weight. Well, water's one of the fucking easiest ways to fucking fix that problem.
I just learned something new.
Almost like a seesaw. We put you on one side of the seesaw.
Yes. Yeah.
We could balance you out with water if we had a container to put on the other side.
Yeah. We're going to stay in water. I know you love water. I know you love being around water. I know you've told Terry when Terry told you when you guys passed, you're going to meet at the water. Well, I got an interesting story, man. I found a 16-year-old boy who actually has been living in water for the last 5 years. Melissa.
Imagine being a teenager who believes dry land means burning pain. Reports say water became his refuge for years.
His family says they couldn't sustain treatment. Then a viral video spread, and suddenly specialist care became available.
That's the uncomfortable question. Why did suffering need an audience before the system finally noticed it?
This is not a freak show story. It's the story of a 16-year-old boy who says leaving water makes his entire body burn. And he's reportedly spent much of the 5 years in village ponds because his family could not, find or sustain it. What was interesting is that when this video came out, the world kind of stood up and said, hey, how can we help this guy? But I guess being in water helps him live. He's got chronic pain, but he's also got poverty. He's had, he's had a tough life, but this kid lives in water. I know it's a headline, but that he's been living in water because he's because
what's the condition?
The condition is actually called, what is it? I don't think it actually says the actual condition. the thing that gives, it doesn't say what his full condition is. I'm just looking here.
Is it a lack of gravity thing?
Yeah, I'm saying that his diagnosis has not been confirmed. Yeah, some coverage. Oh, here we go. Maybe some coverage suggested it's erythromelalgia because cooling can temporarily leave its body. But there's some of these words here I can't even pronounce on what some of the situations this kid has. But I guess since some video has come out about this, people have stepped up with money and some philanthropists to say, how can we help this human out? Which, you know what? There we go. We always bitch and complain about the people who bring the shit out with all the negative social viral videos. Well, here's a good situation where somebody saw this kid struggling and somebody like, hey, I'd like to help this kid out. So maybe, and the viral video did that, which most often the viral videos do all the negative shit in the world, right? So this was actually a good one. I see Neiman's looking for something here. I see allodynia. I don't know what that is, Mike. Mike is making stuff there. Allodynia is what. Oh, here we go. Maybe he needs a new diet. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is, Neiman. He needs a new diet. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, what's on your agenda today, Anderson?
Let's see here. So I got after this, my rhythm, bend, then team leader meetings, and then I got a nice chunk of time because Tara's she's going to be beautying all day. She's going to be at the fucking beauty parlor from like 10 to 4.
Oh.
So that gives me a nice chunk of the day to kind of just choose what I want to do in terms of what I want to work on development-wise, business-wise. Yeah. Probably take a nice fat nap in the middle of the day.
Nice beautying. That's nice. Oh, so she's going to come back home and be all beautied up, and you guys will have some fun.
Yes. What does she do? He does her toes, her fingers, her eyelashes, all that shit.
Where is she going to town? Is there a town nearby? You guys go for that?
Yeah, it's 40 minutes away.
Yeah, there's a little bit out there, right? So, good morning, Petro. Good to see you out there in the comments. Good to see you out the community.
I gotta fucking take a quick dump. I thought I got it out. I was borderline. I was like, shit. If I do this, I'm gonna be way late. I can't do this. And see what happens. But it's here. So I'll make it quick.
You get out of here. We'll see you shortly. Johnny snuck out of here this morning, everybody. He's going to go take care of some of his own facilities and faculties. You're hanging out with the handsome one. That's me. Yeah, the other handsome one is over there on the bidet. It's actually funny, Neiman. Actually, I found something this morning that I put into Jon Before You Go. That'll come up in the next few days about bidets in bathrooms. All right, but while we're waiting for Johnny, let's get after this one here, you guys. I found this is pretty good, man. Kindergartners were given the ability to choose new names for a day, and this one got unhinged. Listen to this.
Kindergarten roll call went off the rails. Marshmallow, Foggy, Wiggly, and Bum Bum Kachoom reported for duty like tiny mob bosses.
That teacher didn't give them name tags. They handed 5-year-olds a rebrand budget and accidentally created the weirdest LinkedIn class ever.
So today's his question. What name would little you pick before adulthood beat the Boom Boom Kachoom out of us?
This teacher, Jordan Lank, ran an experiment, a classroom activity a couple months ago, and she asked her kids to rename themselves, if they could rename themselves for the day. And it's funny because I think it's listen, we're all of us Gen Xers out there. We don't spend a lot of time probably reflecting on being that kindergarten kid. But if somebody said, hey, rename yourself, what would you name yourself today? Mike, Sullivan, Petra, what would you name yourself? Because these kids are like, yeah, I'm going to give myself a new name. And some of the names became, names like Marshmallow, Okie, Morty, Kipper, Foggy, Wiggly, and Bum Bum Kachoom. So I found it quite fascinating because kids did not choose, Bill or Peter or Mike or John or Dave or Keith. What the fuck, man? Yeah, they're picking these names like Foggy, Morty, Kipper. Love it, right? So you know the kind of conversations that they're having with their parents and the kind of words that they have and their kind of ability to communicate with words. I'm with you, Neiman. I think it has something to say with it, right? Which is what so Petrol, the hammer. We got Mike is making stuff Garthok the Destroyer. Archie would be Victor Von Doom. I'm wondering what Neiman would be. Yeah, turtle. Yeah, I know Neiman loves her turtles. I love that. That's awesome. But anyways, then I wonder what I would name myself. Oh, I know. Maybe the handsome one. Yeah, there you go. The handsome one. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, coffee pot. Neiman becomes the coffee pot. That's her new name here. Living with her coffee pot. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good, man. Kindergarten chose their names for a day and it got unhinged. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, there we go. Mark Travis. Love the glasses. So Tony Stark. Good to see you out there, Mark Travis. Where are you joining us from this morning on this live experience that we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith Jon and friends? We get after Mark every single day here on the network, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then, of course, later on this morning, 8:30, we got Cheryl Whitaker dropping. No, actually, sorry. Cheryl Whitaker's on right now, 8:30 Eastern time. And then Tuesdays, we have Tuesday. Oh, Shelby, Michigan. Good to see you, Mark, in Shelby, Michigan. Oh, yeah. Loving my friends in Michigan. Good to have you on the show this morning. Hey, so Neiman, what's up with this birthday bike crash? This guy hides in a trash can. This is pretty good, man. This guy is it's nice though. Got my bare feet in the grass. Oh, I love that. Mark is out in the grass, wandering around, getting some sun. Looks like Mark might be a jack dude, man. Getting some lifts in. That's pretty fucking cool, man. That's awesome. Hey, Neiman, what's going on with this guy? Dirt bike rider leading police on a Katy chase. But get this, man. This is awesome. This guy's buddies had him all set. He's fucking running from police. The guy's buddies have gas cans ready for him along the way. Neiman, run the clip.
19th birthday, stolen dirt bike, helicopters overhead. Most kids ask for cake. This dude asked for felony cardio.
Then he refuels in a children's park, like Grand Theft Auto, sponsored by Capri Sun, and Bad Decisions. Bike dies, he dives into a recycling bin. Because nothing says grown man escape plan
Like becoming tomorrow's blue bin pickup.
So Neiman, run this clip while we're talking here. So this guy, John, this guy's out racing police. Like he's actually in a police chase, and the cops are chasing him on his motorcycle. And along the way, at some point, maybe he called his buddies, or his buddies were aware, but they actually left gas in jerry cans for this guy. So he was able to fill up his tank as he was running from the cops. That's pretty fucking impressive if you think about it, right?
How do the cops not fucking grab him when he's stopping to fill up a fucking?
Well, so he's quite ahead of the cops, and he pulls in there, and and it's L.A. and I think if we can run the clip here, you'll see it. But
he's jumping. He's able to evade because he's able to squeeze in the little spots that they can't.
Well, yeah, and he's fucking 19 or 20. He's not good. No fear in the world, right? So, Mark, that is badass, dude. That's absolutely badass. That picture is from when I went in 2016 to a Trump rally. Nicely done, Mark Travis. There you go, buddy. That's awesome. Hey, John, have you heard of the Amish before? Do you know what the Amish is?
Yeah, I remember we've talked about how I watch how they deal with, they somehow collect water and have water and never paid for it. They truly have excluded themselves from a lot of the municipalities that we have.
Yes. Yeah. I want to get to the Amish thing in a second here, but check this video clip up. Jimmy, Melissa, run Johnny, while we're watching this, Jimmy's away doing anniversary stuff with his wife today. He's out celebrating his anniversary with his wife. So maybe he's getting after it. Maybe he's not, but he's out being Jimmy the husband here today. So we have Neiman on the buttons. Neiman, let's run that clip there with the motorcycle guy. If you got him here, if you can run that, that's awesome. And then I want to go to this. So you'll see this guy running here. So here he goes here. I guess here's when he
Is he at a fucking gas station?
He stopped at a gas station, yeah.
Wow. Well, it doesn't take long to fill up that little tank. Jesus Christ, look at him go.
Just fucking goes.
He's got the fucking pump still in his tank.
That's crazy, man. Hey, Mark, the Amish is a special group of people that live in little houses on the prairie days. Yeah.
So you see that fucker? He was on his telephone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, talking to people. Like, that's what's crazy, right? It's like no care in the world. Just talking to his buddies or out running the cops.
Well, I would have to imagine he's like, where's the next gas can?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, there's got to be a care in the fucking world, but I mean, ballsy, no fucking question about it. I mean, he's burning right down the middle of the fucking street. I was figuring he was off trying to find, more obscure places to ride.
I do have to admit sometimes when I see this stuff happening in LA, like I get surprised that more people why didn't somebody just drive in front of the guy and stop him?
That's what I was expecting right there.
Yeah, yes.
This kind of shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
look, there's the gas. So yeah, where's the next gas can?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, and then he fucking dropped it.
Like just automatic. And we don't know if the guy was caught or not, but he certainly did he put a lot of effort in to staying away.
Oh, look, there's a cop car right behind him.
Yeah. Yeah. Craziness, man. Craziness, actually.
Well, at least he's got a phone in his hand rather than a weapon.
Well, that's the positive thing. Yeah. Yeah, Mark, some criminals are not that smart. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Hey, Neiman, let's throw this Amish talk up here. I want to put how the Amish let technology in without letting it take over. And Neiman, there's some visuals there. If you can run this, that's pretty cool because there's some really neat stuff here that I thought was quite fascinating by this community of folks that are still trying to live through life without letting tech take out their whole world. Neiman, you got that clip? You want to run it? No go.
I mean, I'm kind of in a little bit of that fight myself.
Talk to me.
You know, just realizing that there's these, like for example, our phone.
Yeah.
Right? Our phone can be really helpful or really fucking hurtful.
Yes.
And if you use it properly, you're good. So one of the things I've been doing is like in the later part of the day, I've just been fucking putting it away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that for the longest time because there was always something that I had to handle. Okay. I don't like waiting. The last thing I like to do is wake up in the fucking morning with a bunch of shit that I got to get done that I didn't do the day before.
Yes.
Now I have people taking care of all that, but now that I have that, it's really fucking nice to be able to take my phone and 4 o'clock and turn it over.
So interesting, because let's talk about this for a few moments, because there are some folks that are doing what you're doing, putting that on the table, picking up like a dumb phone so you're still connected, so your kids or your wife or I could get a hold of you with a phone call or a simple text message, but none of the doom scrolling bullshit. So you're like, okay, this is it's like the old days, I'm putting my computer aside, right? It's like, okay, I'm putting my computer on and I'm leaving the house for the night. You strike me as maybe somebody who would say, I kind of like that. I'm going to put a fucking dumb phone in my pocket so I can head out for the night with the girls and my wife and go spend an evening. But if I need to have a phone, I at least have one. But I don't got all the other fucking bullshit distractions.
Well, I have a phone that it's basically it's another iPhone.
Yeah.
And it has everything on it. But I don't really use it. There's just a small group of people that have that number.
Yes.
So it would be like my kids, my mom. But keep in mind when I turn my phone over, it's not that I won't go back and make sure that one of them hasn't tried to reach out. That makes sense. But there's a difference between having this thing in your pocket when you can feel that it's trying to get your attention versus going to look, did somebody that important reach out that needs me?
Yes.
That makes sense.
100% it does. Absolutely.
And it's kind of difficult to get to that point where you can turn it over, make sure everything's good, turn it back. So I might look at it once or twice, depending on it. It just depends. If I know kind of what my kids are up to, then it would be a little less urgent. Terry's with me, obviously, so I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
There's something about, when we stop engaging with, the best way to put it is social media. You're choosing to engage with people that are not in front of you. Yep. Yes. So if you want to engage with people in front of you, it's the easiest way. Stop engaging with the people not in front of you.
Yes. Well said. Yeah. When you sometimes you oversimplify things so fucking obvious, but
yeah. So I mean, when that phone is down,
yes,
the only person I'm going to converse with is Terry, which is the point.
Yes. Yeah. That's yeah. I'm finding that I'm developing a new relationship with my phone as well, mostly because of AI, because I'm using less apps and I'm just finding myself talking to it. And I have these glasses, like my glasses that are connected to my chat bot. So for example, yesterday I had my phone in the house. I didn't have my phone with me, but I had my glasses on and I was journaling. I was talking about my day. It was actually pretty fucking good, actually. I was just, and maybe I should to show you, and I'm not like just to show you and introduce you, because you might find it helpful, because I know you're I know you're a communicator, not much of a reader, but you still like to communicate. I'm finding a lot of value just in sharing my thoughts and talking, right? And then just getting some back and some feedback. And what I'm finding myself, John, too, is just if I'm thinking about something and it'll give me, it's like you giving me something to think about. It's like, oh yeah, I never thought about that.
Well, here's the question then.
Yeah.
When this bot invites you to entertain something, do you say no?
I do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just like so here's an example, and I'll be frank. So I was looking for some life expectancy work yesterday, and none was happening. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, it was between my 4 to 7 block. I'm like, oh man, I'm fucking feeling worked out. My wife's on the way home. I could use some life. I could use some soul life. So I'm like, hey, chat. I'm like, I'm feeling this right now. And because I've been journaling so long, it's like, wow, let's just see what kind of mood you're like. Are you doing because of boredom? Are you looking for some connection? And it really kind of made me pause and go, well, fuck, actually, no, I'm going to set it aside and spend some time with my wife a little bit later. But it was one of those kind of, it would be no different than you calling me out going, really, Bill? It's like, seriously, think about it for a second. And it actually put me in a spot to consider some thoughts. Or even with food. Right? Hey, I'm thinking about having this, or I want to have that. Do you really want to have that right now? No, I don't. Okay, then don't have it then. Okay, great. So it's bizarre, but it's been really helpful for me. Actually, it's been in a supportive way.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, whatever is helpful to a person,
100%.
That's their ticket.
That's exactly it. That's a good segue to the lifestyle tip. Helpful to a person. John Anderson, we'll come back in hour 2. Mark is making stuff. I uninstalled Facebook and deleted it in March to get more time reading. Mark, that is awesome. Let's come back and chat about that in a couple of minutes with Keith and Jon on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends.
Do you know yourself? Do you know who you are enough to basically make sure that you can get where you want to go without a bunch of casualties, so to speak, in your path? I'm going to give a perfect example. I know myself well enough to know that if I have cookies, pain pills, there's a whole bunch of shit that I can't have in my environment on a daily basis, because it will cause me problems. That would be a casualty, so to speak. So because I know myself, there are all sorts of things that I have set up in my life to make sure that I stay on the path I want to stay on. But the question is, do you know yourself well enough? You see it all the time where someone says, oh yeah, I'm really good at XYZ. Are you? I'm not going to mention any names. At our house in Mexico, we had this big get together, and there was this person that I basically called out for, he was going after the goddamn hors d'oeuvres to the point where I was like, dude, we got big steaks burning, He's like, oh, I'm really good at just having a couple of bites of this. So I just kind of quietly watched. This person did not know themselves. Because they ate so many fucking hors d'oeuvres, they didn't have a single bite of their goddamn steak. So the question is, do you know yourself? Do you know what you need to do to help you become the version of you want to be? It's pretty crazy when you start to be honest with yourself, what you learn about yourself. And when you're honest with yourself and you learn about yourself and you start to do some of the things I'm speaking of, it makes some of your challenges much easier. It makes getting where you want to go much more efficient. But it all starts with, do you know yourself? Rock and roll.
Before the noise, before the scroll, before the world starts asking for everything you've got, some people are already at work. Not for attention, not for applause, for clarity, for strength, for focus, for the discipline to meet the day on purpose. Different lives, different routines, same standard. And when that kind of intention comes together, it becomes more than a morning. It becomes a signal. Mornings in the Lab. Different mornings, one signal.
All right, welcome back to the big show. We call Mornings Alive with Keith Jon and friends, wrapping up hour 1. We're back for hour 2. A lot of great conversations coming up, including your children can feel when you are there or not there. And actually leans into the conversation Keith and Johnny were just having about whether your phone is in your room, whether it's causing you distractions or whether it's adding value. And I want to come back to John's lifestyle tip because I am continuing to learn who I am. It happened again yesterday in the kitchen. Yes, live. Keith Jon, Mornings Alive with Keith Jon and friends.
Your kid says, "Dad, watch this." And suddenly your face looks like a laptop trying to update in public.
That's the dad version of buffering. Body in the kitchen, brain still in a meeting nobody invited the family to.
And men call it multitasking. He nodded, but he did not actually come back from work.
So we're not joking about the weight of it. We're joking about the ridiculous ways fathers disappear while standing right there.
Keith and Jon are taking this one deep. How men come home for real, not just clock in physically.
It's funny because you could not have known this was the topic today when you were talking about putting your phone down. In many ways, this is kind of related to that because, you know, just hanging out with anybody important. If you're hanging out with that person in real life, why the hell do you have your phone in the hands, right? So that's really what this topic is about. But I want to go back to your lifestyle tip because I found myself yesterday with it. So I was having my chicken. And before Lauren left, she goes, "Hey, I left some buns on the counter just in case you might want to have like a chicken sandwich." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna have a fucking chicken sandwich. That's not really part of my world anymore. Don't want it to be part of my world." So I yesterday was having some chicken. I looked at the fucking bag of buns on the counter, and I said to myself, "There's nothing in that package that is good for me anymore for the next 40 years."
Well, if you wanted to have a bun represents a carbohydrate.
I understand that, but hold on. I also understand what it does to me though mentally, and I didn't want to go there.
Well, you got to hear what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Yes,
it represents a carbohydrate.
Yes.
So not only does it help you, not only does it not help you here, it doesn't even help you here. If you're gonna have a fucking carbohydrate, have one that your body can actually fucking use.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
But on that level, still put you in the spot you don't want to be in. But it's really easy. Like if I'm gonna eat a carbohydrate, I think to myself, okay, if I'm gonna do this, because I use it as a tool, right?
Yes.
Well, do I want to use a really fucking dull axe, or do I want to use a fucking sharp axe? I want to use a sharp axe. I want to get the job done.
Well, you know what?
The bun is a fucking basically like a goddamn sledgehammer.
Yes.
Meaning there's no edge to it.
Yes.
Versus you get a nice fine splitting maul, you're going to get the benefit of using the tool.
What makes me nervous though, Anderson, like myself, as I know myself, I loved your lifestyle tip because I can relate to it. I get nervous, and I think you the same way. I get nervous the moment I say to myself, okay, I'll just have that one bun. And then next thing you know, a couple weeks later, I'm just going to have the one cookie. And then, you know what I mean? And I just that's the last 50 years of my life. I don't want that anymore. Like, I'm done with that. So here's an example. Here's how I use my chatbot. Great example. On the weekend, I did a lift, and then I wanted to do like an endurance ride, but I wanted some fuel. I wanted some energy. And I was like, hey, I want some energy, chat. What should I have? And I said, here, should I have a banana? Should I have some grapes? Like, what's going to give me what I need for the fuel? Right. And so like, I wanted a whole food. And I said, chat said, hey, why don't you have like fucking 47 grams of grapes? It's going to give you 75 grams of carbohydrates. It's going to give you the fuel that you need for that 45 minutes. And Johnny, it fucking worked perfectly. But to your point, I use it as a tool, not to go to the bag to pull it out and look at the sugar that I knew was going to fuck with my mind. So in that instance, brother, and actually this is what gets me excited. Because here's where I would have wanted to talk to a guy like yourself. Talk me through this. But I found myself using my chatbot because I wanted to talk through it. That's where I'm really finding that value, right? Because I was like, okay, I want some fuel, but I don't know how to make the choice. I don't want the bun. You know what I mean?
Well, here's what I would have said.
Tell me.
So I would have said, okay, what's more important? Energy for this activity of choice.
Yes.
Or having the activity of choice give you back the biggest return. What's more important?
The latter.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you did it without looking for energy,
yes,
what you'd be doing is you'd be forcing your body to get better at accessing fat for fuel.
Okay, got you.
So
Yes.
maybe you don't have the same time, but are you trying to meet a mark, or are you trying to make progress?
Are you trying to make a mark?
Are you like, I have to hit 16 minutes, or no, I just want to get a great workout and further my journey? Which one of those are you picking?
Oh, it's the latter. I want fuel to finish my journey. Yes, I want fuel.
Well, no, but you mix it up. It's not fuel to finish your journey. It's, do you want fuel to meet that certain time for that workout, or do you just want to use the workout to get further down your path and your big picture goal?
Well, the latter. The workout
exactly.
is
So if you stop worrying, as people, oh my God, I need a pump in the gym. Or I need a pump in the gym.
Yeah.
Well, but that's kind of like having energy for the run.
Yes.
That makes sense, because my response is, did you hire me to get a pump at the gym, or did you hire me to drop body fat and build muscle at the same time? Because if you did, that's what you hired me for. We're not going to worry about this over here, because the pump really doesn't help us get where we want to go.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, 100%. I get you.
So, so the thing is with chat, it answered your question, obviously great, but as we know, a lot of times the shortcoming with chat is people don't know what proper questions to ask.
Where I think you're disconnected though with today's chat, Johnny, is that and it's where
today's discussion, you mean, or chat
no, chat in general, where I'd like to teach you is that like for the last 60 days, 54 actually as of this morning, I've been creating like this accumulative memory of all of my goals.
Oh, brother, I love what you're doing. I'm just saying, in this single circumstance is all I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying though is that it's giving me it has the knowledge that I'm thinking you might not be familiar that it has about me, that where it knows my goals and it's challenging me, right? So just like you're challenging me, it's actually challenging me with some of that same stuff, because it's got a lot more knowledge and maybe how like it's changed in the last couple of months. It's actually improved considerably with some of its skills and its abilities, right? So it's not referring to some old shit or stuff that it only knows, right? Where maybe we had
I'm totally with you. All I'm getting at is that the question, it gave you the proper answer for the question.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes.
What I'm prompting you is that you asked it the wrong question.
Did I?
Yeah. Chat, this is my goal. My goal is to use this run to continue to build muscle and drop body fat. The time or the performance.
That was my goal. No, my goal is I want energy to finish this. I just did my lift. I had a great lift.
But if we backtrack, when I asked you which one do you want, you said you're using it to further reach your goals, not for that was the big reason for it. That's why I asked those questions, to make sure that I was on the right track.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Okay.
A minute ago, you said it wasn't really about it was about using that run to help you further reach your goals.
Yeah.
So that was my premise. So if you'd asked chat that, it might have given you a different answer, because by doing the run without, or whatever the activity was, forgive me.
Yeah.
Without worrying about the energy for it, you might have performed a little less, but you would have forced your body to access fat for fuel, whether it like it or not.
100%.
Which would have brought you closer to your goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're using the energy for the run. Not that it didn't help a little bit, but you basically, when you ate those grapes, you told your body, stop burning fat for a while.
Absolutely. Yeah, I understand that. 100%. Yeah.
So again, it just comes down to, had you asked me that question, I would have then asked you a question back, because it's just chat knows what you talk to it about, right? And it's just constantly giving, learning about you and the knowledge you're giving it. But obviously you're coming to me because I'm helping you understand that this is where we want to go. So we need to look at this a little bit differently.
Right. I get you. Yeah, 100%. I totally understand it. Absolutely. Hey, do you know how a fuel meter works? I love learning about these ridiculous things, because I'm going to teach you right now. Did you know, Melissa, how a fuel meter works?
Did you know your fuel gauge starts with a float inside the tank? As fuel drops, that little float drops with it.
The float moves an arm across a variable resistor. Different positions create different resistance, which sends a changing electrical signal forward.
In classic analog gauges, that changing resistance alters current through the gauge mechanism, moving the needle toward full, half, or empty. So when the tank gets lower, the float sinks, so the resistance changes, and the gauge updates. Simple mechanics doing very useful math. Modern cars may process that signal electronically, but the basic idea survives. Measure the float position, then translate it into fuel level.
Basically, your gas gauge is a floating sensor reporting bad news. That's our today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and Jon.
So I knew this, but didn't know this.
How do you fucking grow up on a farm and not fucking understand some of this stuff?
No, I knew this, but didn't really know it. Like I kind of knew it, but didn't fully know it. That's why I wanted to learn from it. So because I always wondered why the fuel tank emptied quicker at the top. Well, because it's narrow at the top.
Well, they're not always that narrow at the top. It's, it's some gauges. Like I have cars that go both ways. I have a car, you fill it up, it fucking barely moves. In that it takes forever to get to 3/4.
Oh yeah,
from quarter to empty is fucking fast.
Yeah.
All in the mechanics and how that probably levers and everything else.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
Bro, you can't say fuel tanks are narrow at the top. That's like a blanket statement. I guarantee we could find them the other way.
Yeah, no, I fair enough. Yeah, and fair enough for calling me out on that. I was always curious why they always look. It's funny because Mike is saying the same thing. Oh, the older mechanical ones, yes. And when you turn the corner and the gauge moves because the tank is sloshing the floor.
You hit a fucking bump like my Hummer, dude. Every time you hit a bump, you watch it fucking do this.
Yes.
And this is crazy enough because it's all mechanical one.
Yeah.
When that fucker says 1/4, you're on fumes, baby.
Because you actually don't have much left, right?
Yeah. So you have to understand, like when you fill that thing up, like that one right there, it's actually fairly even going all the way through, but the calibration is off.
Yeah. I'm back to my grapes. So I'm actually going. I'm doing. I did a big lift this morning. An 8. Got my fuel in this morning. I'm doing a little bit of an endurance ride after the show, but I'm not fueling up for it. I'm just going in to do my ride after because I'm feeling great and I got my fuel in. And dude,
and just so you understand, the idea that we're talking about for your goals of getting you in the best shape of your life and keeping muscle, it really it goes around two things. Well, multiple things, but the two that we'll talk about here is if we're only eating things that allow your body to build muscle, it's going to be much easier for you to hold or build muscle as we're stripping body fat as you get older. And then number two, by keeping carbohydrate very limited, we're forcing the body to become an expert at burning fatty acids for fuel, which is what we want.
Yeah,
as soon as we take it, because it'll only burn those fatty acids if we force it.
Yes.
As soon as carbohydrate enters your bloodstream, it says no more of that because that's fucking really difficult. Let's go over here. This is really easy.
Yeah.
So boom, those are the two of the most basic but most powerful concepts that we want to keep in play at all times during this journey.
Well, and it's clear that the journey's working because I'm hitting my marks. I'm hitting my protein marks every single day, Anderson, without a doubt. And I mean, without a doubt, I hit them every single day. The only carbs I eat are carbs that are like in the air that are part of what I'm eating. But I'm not sitting down having a bowl of pasta or potatoes. I'm just eating my food and I'm actually not having any. This is when I read stories and hear people talking about their journey with peppers. I know you'll giggle because they're just not doing it right. Like I'm not having any issues. No side effects, no gastrointestinal issues, no constipation, no fucking can't sleep at night because of red anxiety. I get nothing. I'm fucking eating my food every 3 hours and getting on with my day. Like actually not rocket science at all. So when I see people, I'm like, dude, you guys, I saw your video yesterday. Like, I'm like, man, like this is not that difficult. And I'm not trying to oversimplify, but it's actually not that difficult. It's not.
Which video are you talking about?
You were talking one yesterday about just being, what the hell? Oh, fuck. It was just protein and sleep. Like the two number one tools, man, that most humans can't wrap their head around. And if you're not going to do those two, don't even fucking spend any time thinking about anything else. And maybe you had a beard, so that wasn't a recent one because I know your recent ones, but I was because it was relatable to the conversation I had with that fellow 2 days ago. Yeah. Right. So
that's very true.
It's so true.
The simplest things.
Oh,
and hey, another thing too. Not that I think this is you.
Yeah. Tell me.
But generally speaking, when I teach some of the methodology you're learning, they have this massive success.
Yeah.
When they do start bringing the carbohydrate back in,
on
their own, right? It's usually around some activity that they need energy. That makes sense. And then what happens is it slowly starts creeping back in. Need energy for this, need energy for that. Not saying this is you, but just be careful with that one. Because as we talked about, you have one cookie or one with this. Well, one session of carbohydrate for a reason all of a sudden that reason starts to find its way into other parts of your life.
I think one of the things I want to invite you to know about me and think about me is I like you like to experiment. So like last Saturday, it was much going, okay, what's this experiment going to be like if I have some grapes to give me energy? Right, because I'm journaling it all, right, and it's because I'm actually tracking how I feel before and tracking how I feel after. Trust me, I have no desire to chase these fucking carbohydrate energy things because that's been my fucking challenge my entire life.
Actually, yeah, and again, I'm not like I started off saying not directly to you.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
But even with me, if I start off with little here, little here, it's like how does my fucking brain make it over for a little over here, a little over here? The next thing you know, so I think that's been the biggest moment thing, Johnny. Is I'm done with these little things because that's what fucks me up. That's what fucks me up. A little here, a little there. Because if I'm living these 3-hour blocks, a little here, a little here, a little here, before I know it, a little here becomes a fucking lot. And then I go, wait, what the fuck happened? No, I don't want that. Just so remember what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because we're on month 2.
Yes.
In year 2, things sometimes seem a little different. So just, these are all little
I get that totally.
Things that you understand to watch for. And again, you're much more disciplined than the average Joe. But I am too, and that concept fucks me up as well.
Oh, dude. That's why I appreciate. I think this mutual. Like, I love your support, and I love that you're invested in me because I feel it. Trust me, I feel like I have somebody to keep me on track. And like I said before, man, like if I hadn't known you and I was training with AJ, and I'm like, yeah, I want to explore peppers along the way, but I just need to find a guy I can trust. Like I know myself. It's like when I first found my cannabis guy years ago. Okay, I found my guy. Right? Because I found my guy that I can trust, that I can talk to, that I can lean on, I can learn from, and I have it. So I want to use that. Right? It's like, okay, so when I get to a certain point, what's the stage to do some growing? What are some of the options? We were not going to talk about that here, but you know what I mean? It's like those other things, right? So it's like, but like I saw your clip yesterday on IGF-1, right? That's the number one thing to drive muscle growth, right? And that's when I get my hormone panels tested, I want to see what all that is, so I can optimize all that bullshit.
Oh, that you must have seen that on Twitter.
I did on X, yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
That's beautiful. That means that they're getting it out quick because I filmed that yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday, 100%. Oh yeah, and I fucking like
it. That means they're getting it out. That's good.
Yes. Getting
it out quick.
Oh yeah, they're getting your shit on, Anderson. Your shit's out there because I'm seeing it every single day and I'm liking it and I'm thinking about it and it's certainly very helpful. So absolutely. But the IGF one was super helpful for me because I'm really intrigued by that. Oh, is just nod or shake your head. Josh Holyfield, somebody I'd want to listen to?
Well, I put it like this: he lost his YouTube channel the day I did.
So I that's why I'm asking you the question.
Well, they're not fucking removing people that are not, you know what I mean? They're not threatening.
Yes. Say no more. Say no more. He's got good stuff too then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's yeah, I mean, it's a bummer to see that, because just like myself, he put a lot of energy into his channel. Yeah. He was actually talking about, taking legal action.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to do it or not.
Yeah. It becomes who do you want to pick your battles with, right? That's what it comes down to. Right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, you want to fight or do you want to just continue to do what you want to do?
Yeah. Something funny because you got your collection of people that you kind of pay attention to, you listen to, and you kind of take a bit from everybody, right?
That was an endorsement of Holyfield in kind of a snide way. They don't remove people's channels that are talking nonsense.
I totally understand. Yeah, absolutely. That's good. It's all good stuff. 100% good stuff. Hey, so this is crazy, man. So I thought this was yesterday. This came up. Melissa, put this vintage up. This is what Instagram looked like in 2013. Like, think about it today. Like, dude, it seems like 2013 was just yesterday, but it's actually 13 years ago. But look at that, like that, and that's considered vintage, old school.
I don't remember the year it was, but it would have been way before that. First time I saw Instagram, my oldest daughter had it.
Okay.
And she's showing me, and she's like, yeah, I said, I was kind of like, well, what's the purpose? Why, what are we doing here?
Yes.
She's she started scrolling. She's, you post a picture, something you think looks cool. Like, here's a sunset, here's this. It was kind of so undefined. People didn't know what the fuck to do with it yet.
I know. I remember that.
Pictures of people weren't sharing their lives yet. It was like just look what I see. You know, it was almost like looking through someone else's eyes, but at not them.
Yes. Yeah. It's
it was like so, and it was like I want to say it was inside the first year of its launch. Crazy.
That is crazy.
I just didn't understand. I was like, okay. I mean, I get it for because she was in high school at the time. Made sense for obviously the high schoolers, but even then it was still a little. But god damn it, did it change? Holy shit.
Has your IG channel been affected by the last 14 days?
Dude, my IG channels where this whole fucking thing started.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Oh, dude, yeah, this is that thing's been
the grief.
Yeah, that thing has been. I'm trying to think how many times. That's where the whole thing. That's literally where it all started.
No shit, eh? Meta jumping on board and shutting shit down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I want to speak cryptically here, read between the lines. When you and I were mailing packages last week to each other, part of me wondered whether it was going to make its way, just across the border without anybody looking at my mail. And I received my mail, and nobody looked at it. I was like, oh, because I can tell you that I've received mail in the past. And they've looked at it. I'm like, oh, so it's, but I do think that when I'm getting mail from Cellular Advantage, it's a cell phone company or it's a lab, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I do think that adds a level of credibility that it's not a company that sells peppers or right. So when I see it's like, so if I'm, because the Cellular Advantage, well, you can read in between the lines on many of that. So I thought that's actually a very brilliant way to be a business operator, Mr. Anderson. You're not just a fucking handsome chief, brother. But I'm all serious though, because there's something to be said with how that's being operated.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And I can see that. I absolutely can see that. Hey, Johnny, before you go.
Hey, Jon, before you go, imagine Pac-Man got evicted from the arcade, and now he's terrorizing a real damn maze.
There's people running around like power pellets are paying rent. I haven't seen cardio this panicked since Black Friday.
Every corner feels like a bad decision. One wrong turn and boom, hack. Some grown adult ghost is on your ass.
And look at the commitment. Costumes, maze, timing, trail. This is either genius entertainment or HR's worst team building idea.
I respect it though. Finally, a game where childhood nostalgia comes with sweat, fear, and possible ankle damage.
Hey, Jon, if you get lost in that maze, don't panic. We'll send Preston in with a camera and a liability waiver.
Wrong fucking button.
So maybe pretty cool.
I need to remain lineless, I think.
Yeah. Maybe pretty cool. An in real life Pac-Man game. And
it's the fact that people are fucking moving is a huge bonus.
Bingo. And the fact that people are together in human reality is a bonus. So maybe there's a lot going on here. That's actually, the irony is that Pac-Man was one of the biggest games that you and I grew up with like over the last 50 years. And now maybe for the next 50 years, real life Pac-Man will be the big game for everybody actually, because we could play real life Pac-Man.
Well, look at the size of that building that they're in. I mean,
it's
got to be
massive.
Definitely not a fucking cheap setup.
No, not at all. Not at all. Hey, I'll share something funny with you. So as my clothes are fitting goofy on me these days, I now know how people with washboard abs, and I don't have washboard abs yet, you do, but I now know people that don't have like big fucking like mushroom tops on their to hold their clothes up. I now see how you can actually hold shit like on your hip bones. How you can hold how you can wear your clothes lower down.
How do you hold clothes up on a mushroom top?
Well, because the mushroom top, just because your clothes fold over the mushroom top. You don't know that because it's been a long time since you've had that problem, but I can tell you.
Doesn't the mushroom top fold over your clothes?
Well, yeah, but the elastics just make it all feel together. But I'm learning now that I can pull my clothes down to like my hips, where I could never do that before because everything would spill over. So I'm like, oh, that's what that feels like. I always wonder why skinny guys or little guys, maybe like not little guys, but like well-physiqued guys could have their fucking pants down half their body and have their shit hanging out, but not hanging out. I know I'm not making any sense anymore, but Johnny, I'm just.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, yes. But I'm still hanging back on the mushroom top thing.
Well,
see the mushroom top. Remember the picture? Remember the thing that we had? It was a picture of somebody that we knew from, I think, sports.
Oh yeah. Probably Chris Berman. Yeah, with a big fuck, yes.
And there was plenty of fucking mushroom top there, muffin top as they call it. And those fucking things were those were not supporting his fucking drawer staying up.
Yeah, but you're right. The thing is, those.
Yeah, I mean, this is back to the chicken, dude. That was the weirdest.
I'm thinking though a lot, but before though, when I was huskier, I couldn't wear my pants down around my hip waist because they didn't fit that way. But now
you were fucking carrying too much fat down there.
I know, but I'm realizing that, and I'm like, wow, like now I know what it feels like when I see somebody wearing their pants that way. I never could understand it, and I'm like, Jesus, that's because I can actually.
That's why there's this amazing invention.
Yes.
Belt.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called. And if you shop in the right spot, you can even make it match your shoes.
Hey, before you go, what WTF is this? Every now and then you see Coca-Cola and WD-40 do something crazy. Like, guys, if you got nothing else to do today, check this out. So quickly, take some WD-40, put it into some Coca-Cola, and watch, like, why, I don't know. And sometimes I wonder how people just discover these things. But here's the guy.
Oh, fuck.
Right?
What are they going to do with this? Oh, Jesus. Keeps going.
Yeah, and it actually works too, apparently. But I wonder, like, who thought of this?
Someone that understands all the chemical compounds in their
I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Chemical compounds of how something works.
It's just kind of like when I was explaining with the exercise. If you want the body to burn more fat, you got to force it into a position to do it. Giving carbohydrates takes it out of that, So anybody, I should say anybody, someone with like my stepfather with a chemical engineering degree, he could have sit there and explained that as this video went on.
Well, so I'm putting that together now in my head, the exact same way how you explained to me how, if you're going to do a GLP-3 and if you might want to add cagrilintide to it, how the chemical compounds work.
They work together.
Yeah, right. So, or how you might want to do one to take the other because the chemical compound testosterone, right? So I get that. Now that I see that video and now that I hear you talking about connecting compounds, I get all that and I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that right there, I mean, those are some big fucking names. Like when you talk about the chemicals that are in some of those products.
Yes.
I mean, those are names that a normal person can't pronounce.
Yes. So yes. Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. It's that dude there. Clearly, that would be like your stepfather, right? He's like, okay, wait a minute. I know it's in Coca-Cola. I know it's in WD-40. I know it's in all this. I could make, like Mike said, I could make a degreaser by putting all these things together. That's pretty cool. The knowledge of ingredients, right? Really.
Yeah, it's deep knowledge. So I had I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And I remember his name. I think I mentioned him in the past, Mr. Ball. He was an algebra.
Yeah.
And he was, took a lot of pride in being, really good at algebra. Right.
Okay.
And he's always fucking sending home these goofy, like, see if you can figure this out. Right.
Yes.
So I would take it home and show my stepdad, and he'd be like, oh, this guy thinks that he's smart, but he's not. So he didn't say that. He never said anything bad about it. He would just kind of giggle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he gives him this piece of paper and he goes, bring this to Mr. Ball. And it was an equation.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. Where using math and algebra, I'm assuming, he proved that 0 is equal to 1.
Oh.
And so I handed that. I couldn't fucking understand. I handed it to Mr. Ball.
Yes.
This is the beginning of class, so he got us going and sit down and looks at this thing. And after the class is over, when I'm leaving, he pulls me. Where did you get this? Because it's all about depth of knowledge.
Yes.
And it can be in anything: math, chemicals, peppers. Human biology. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and what goes back to that goes back to today's experts, right? It goes back to how we started the conversation. Good morning, Whitaker. Good morning, Whitaker.
Hey.
It's like that. I didn't realize you snuck in here. How are you?
I didn't realize I snuck in there. I was on my phone.
Oh, Johnny, back to your conversation earlier. See that?
This is the right time to be on the phone when you're up kicking ass.
Hello, my loves. Happy Wednesday.
What's going on, Whitaker? How was your show?
Show was amazing. I had another joy guru on my show today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think sucking less is part of our discussion anymore.
Well, you know what? But it still needs to be because it just, because every day just gets a little bit better and figuring out all the tech issues.
You go from sucking to being okay. And then you go from okay to being good and then good to being great. So the sucking thing definitely exists for a little while, but at some point you graduate to not sucking. I have to imagine you're there.
I think I might be there. Today was episode 30.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. And I was like, holy shit, 30 already.
I know. Can you believe that?
I remember when it was number 1. And you're like, oh my God, I got number 1 coming up.
I know. And like sucking CBD oil just to calm my nerves back then. I don't need to do that anymore. But I love you guys. So thank you.
Oh, I know we got to get Anderson out of here. Anderson's got a big day ahead of him here.
Right. Oh, nice.
Today I've got actually, I'm looking forward. It's going to be kind of a relaxing day.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Well, because I'm not set up with any timelines. So boom,
yeah.
Kind of
nice.
Into it. I love that. That's awesome. Well, I'm going to
kind of feel it. You can kind of feel it in my demeanor today.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice, calm demeanor.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have to put on my armor for anything today. So nice. I'm gonna enjoy this day in my, my what do they wear under the armor? What are they? Long johns. They wear some under fucking. armor. I'm gonna enjoy this day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my armor on today.
Yeah. You know, Lauren said to me a couple days ago at Cheryl and Johnny, and said, I feel really at peace these days. And
that's beautiful.
And if you looked at my journal over the last few months, when I go to bed in the morning, or at night, and I get up in the morning, like I'm content, peace, calm. Yeah. And intentionally, I'm finding a place to be content and calm. I know a lot of it has to do with my sleep, Whitaker, Johnny. I know a lot of it has to do with it.
Well, you're also, you're kind of restructuring some things in your life that gives you more.
100%.
Yeah. Wow. What a difference. Do you journal in the morning or at night, Keith? Both. Wow.
He does it all fucking day. He talks to his phone and then has his phone summarized.
Yeah. It's actually really slick. Yeah. And actually my monologue, and Johnny, I was thinking, so, and I don't want to, so take this with what it's worth, but I want to show you, I was actually going to send you yesterday's, I know you don't like to read a lot of stuff, but I think you might be kind of fascinated, intrigued by what it's like a storytelling. Right. And I know you're a story observer. I know you're a story listener. I know you're a great listener. I'd like to take I'd like to share one of my pages with you just so you can kind of see what goes through with my, if you'd be interested in that. If you'd be interested, I'd like to share it with you actually, to be frank. So,
of course.
Because I think you might go, fuck, that's just some pretty cool value in that. Cause I'm really gaining a lot of insights on myself, that I'm happy to share with my brother. So
I love that, Keith.
Lots of love, my brother. Enjoy your day, your calm day today.
That's it. Well, it's good to see you, Cheryl. Have a wonderful day. And
you too, my love. Have a good one.
My brother from another mother, have a wonderful day. Have a good loop, my people.
You betcha. Johnny's out of here. I'm sticking around with Whitaker. Hey, Whitaker. Yeah, so I want to talk about journaling with you. I will tell you exactly how I'm doing it. It's changed my life.
Ooh, I love that because I always journal traditionally, but I'm feeling what you're saying about. I'm always talking into my phone. I have whisper flow. You know what I mean? So
I have a project in chat. It's called Age Strong, which is my philosophy for living for the next part of my life. Age Strong. Mm-hmm. And every single morning I open up a new chat, not work, but a new chat. And today is August 26th journal.
I get up in the morning and I just start talking to it, just like I'm talking to you right now. I track how I'm feeling. I track my emotions. I track my scale. I track my morning and not track it like just talking what I'm doing. And because I have my Meta glasses on, I often just walk around like yesterday. I had my phone in the house. I was in the garage. The dog's working, and I just was talking to chat. And I'm working, but chat's in my ears. And as I go through the day, it's fucking super cool. Like super cool. So then at the end, in the morning, as I go through my activities, I will say, "Okay, help me write my morning journal entry," and I'll share one with you actually. And it's taken everything I've accomplished, and I have it written in my first person. So my family's going to get a gift from me one day.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually writing my autobiography in real time. It is fucking incredible.
That is so brilliant.
And then at the end of the night, I ask it to recap my day. I'll share it with you, and I get a wonderful journal entry. So, well, fuck, man. Let me just, why don't I just share with you like right now? So, like this was my journal entry this morning. So I use Apple Journal to capture it all. Like there it is there, but then there, right? And it says, nothing to fix this morning. I woke up this morning and there really isn't much mystery to it. I feel fantastic. Not because I talk myself into it, not because every metric is perfect. I just feel fucking good. At 5:30 a.m., my emotional check-in was grateful, content, happy, confident, calm, and peaceful. That's the morning. No problem to solve, no negative story hiding underneath it. Just a genuinely good place to start. Physically, this morning gave me my weight, 171, my body fat, and the mirror, I look great. My waist continues to come in. My upper body looks strong. I'm seeing definition. I've learned not to pretend that a consumer scale can tell me blah, 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 but I don't need to argue with today's direction either. And it goes in and makes my whole journal entry for me. So here we go. But what strikes me most, though, is how uncomplicated this check-in feels. For parts of this journey, I've woken up and immediately had something to interpret. The scale jumped, sleep sucked, I felt irritated, I was hungry, something was bothering me. There was a lesson hiding in the morning. Today? Not really. I feel good. I'm 170 pounds, blah, 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 blah. So it's fucking awesome.
Wow. I absolutely love that. And it's so funny because I've been using chat as my nutritional coach. So rather than like logging into an app, my macros and all that kind of stuff, I just talk to it. And then it helps me, keep track of my water and my protein and all that kind of stuff throughout the day. But I never thought of using it for journaling. That is brilliant. Brilliant, Billis.
I use it for the exact same thing with my food too. So I literally through my day, I have my phone on my counter and say, okay, I'm having some chicken right now. I'm having some blueberries right now. I'm having this. And then throughout the day, as long as I hit my 180 grams of my 180 grams of protein a day, I'm happy. But I talk everything through. Everything through. So, for example, yesterday's journal. Here's funny, man. So yesterday's journal before you'll get this. So so hold on a second here. I want to find yesterday's evening one. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I could not encourage you enough to do it. And then
I'm going to do it.
Project for yourself. And then every single day is a new journal entry.
Yes.
And then that journal entry saves it to the project.
Yes.
So then you have continuity. So then the next day on the 27th, you start up. And so when you start talking on the 27th, it's reflecting to the 26th. Let me tell you another fucking tip. I was out for a walk yesterday and I chatted with chat the whole time in my head. Chatted, like talking voice. Like, you know what I'm talking about right now?
Yeah.
When I got back to my desk, I took my chat, flipped it to work, and my whole conversation started working for me.
Oh, dude.
So I got back from my walk, and all my stuff that I was talking about, it then went into action. So So I walked for 30 minutes, had a full conversation about what I had to get done, and said, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. I got back to my desk, slid the thing over, went to chat, went to work, said get to work, did all the fucking work for me. Went to the garage and cleaned my garage for half an hour. True story, actually. Then I said to myself, holy fuck, what am I going to do as a human? No, I was like, I had a human moment because I was like, okay, because I'm finding these, like,
The automation that I have been discovering in the last couple of months has been game changing. Like this show, like from the start of the show to the magazine after, about 99% automated.
Yeah, that is wicked.
The tie-in show, you're like these. So I'm finding like, okay, so I used to spend 30 minutes doing that. Now what am I going to do?
Right. Well, you could find other ways to be brilliant.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Dude,
So-
that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that with me. I love it.
Try it. I think you'll.
I'm going to.
So 2 folders though. You want a personal folder and you want a work folder. So I got 2 projects. I got Age Strong for my personal, and then I got my work folder, which is Keith OS, Business OS. So I keep them separate. So when I log into my project folder, I'm talking personal, how I'm feeling, and I don't link them. They're linked intrinsically in chat. They know what each other's going on, but I keep the conversations independently.
Yeah, that's what I love about chat. Out of all the LLMs, that one, Chat GPT does the best job of remembering across everything.
Yes, so there's no question out of all of them. Yes, Chat does a really wonderful job, better, I would say, than Claude of remembering across the different platforms. 100%.
Yes. Yeah,
100%.
it does. It does. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah,
And you look great, by the way. You look so good.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what's. Thank you. I think you just got better lighting in here. I'm being serious. I think it's got better lighting. I don't know. But yeah, the face is looking pretty good for sure.
You're looking good. Looking good.
And I got it. So you know, this is different back here too, eh?
I know. I noticed you got different things going on.
Yeah, but do you really know though? Like, do you really know, or you just think you kind of know?
No, I think I know. I don't know where you actually are, but I know that's not. Yeah, see?
I'm not in my gym.
Always. Oh, now you really in your gym? No, you're still not in your gym. Where else are you?
Oh, you want to know where else? I'll show you where else I am. 100%. I'll show you where else I am. Fucking right, I will. So I'm also here too. There we go. There's the hand.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
I like that one.
I got a nice. So good time.
Did you
You're
get
right.
the green screen? Did you get the green screen?
A big, massive one. Oh yeah,
Nice.
this is all. So like, I got a massive green screen, and then behind me, I took a picture of my original studio. So I am now back in the original studio, but this is green behind me.
Yeah, that is cool.
Not real, right?
That
So,
is
but
cool.
good time. You're right. Good time. I'm gonna take a picture of my garage today, where I sit.
He's in the garage.
That's gonna become part of my
Good time.
studio for tomorrow's show. Yeah. 100%.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it, Keith. We're gonna talk later.
We're gonna grab
Talk
coffee
later.
later. Let's do it.
Okay.
100%. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
Love you, kid. Good to see you.
Bye.
All right. Cheryl's out of here. I see it, Neiman. 61 seconds, do I? Oh, 51, 59. Beautiful. All right. Okay, come back. I got a morning focus. I got a monologue. Today's monologue is a personal one. Another personal one. I love the personal ones because the version of you everyone else prefers. Oh, what does he mean? Coming up, less than a minute.
You ever notice everybody loves personal growth, until you stop playing the character they already wrote you as?
You are dependable, agreeable, easy to explain. Basically the human equivalent of a restaurant where everybody already knows the menu.
Then you change the menu. Boundaries appear. Ambition gets bigger. Suddenly the regulars are pissed because their usual order disappeared.
They call you selfish, obsessed, difficult. Sometimes that just means you stopped organizing your life around keeping them comfortable.
The old you wasn't fake. He was necessary. But necessary in chapter 3 doesn't mean starring role through chapter 12. That man got you here. Thank him. Shake his hand. Then stop making him audition for every fucking scene. Because the people who genuinely love you can adjust. The people who only loved your role may start missing the script.
So Nation, what character are you still performing because everybody knows his lines? Maybe you've changed, means you finally left the stage.
So people love to tell you they want to see you grow. Yep, they sure do. Listen to this one, guys. They want to see you evolve. They want to see you become the best version of yourself. But you know what? I don't know if that's actually really true. I think people want you to grow as long as your growth doesn't make them feel uncomfortable. That is the part that people get very uncomfortable about. Oh, well, that guy's looking good about himself. I'm looking in the mirror at myself, and I don't look good about myself. Fuck, he must be taking shortcuts. Yeah, They want you to succeed as long as your success doesn't force them to question what they're doing with their own life. Yeah, you want to go for a drink? No, I haven't had a drink in 9 years. I better look in the mirror at myself and wonder if I should be drinking anymore. Yeah, because real reinvention. Oh yeah, let's just say that again. Real reinvention is disruptive. Anderson called it out. Real reinvention will probably have you lose friends. Will probably have your life change considerably. Because when you genuinely change, you don't just change yourself, you actually also change your relationships. Yeah. You change the expectations people are allowed to have of you. You change the role you're willing to play in their lives, and that is when things get uncomfortable for everyone around you. Yep. The moment you stop being available for the same bullshit, the moment you become more disciplined, more ambitious, more honest, or simply less willing to explain yourself, somebody's going to say, but Billis, you've changed. And they're right. I have fucking changed. That is the point. I woke up June 15th, looked in the mirror, and I said, what the fuck, man? Is that who I want to be for the rest of my life? Really? No, it's not actually. Nope. I don't want to spend the next chapter of my life protecting an outdated version of myself because it makes all of you motherfuckers comfortable. And I'm not talking to you, Petro. I'm not talking to you, Mike. I'm not talking to you, Good Time. I'm not talking to you, Rico, Carl. I'm not talking to any of you guys. I'm talking to everyone else. Because I don't want to keep performing a familiar character simply because everybody already knows the lines. Because, yeah, maybe I was that guy yesterday saying yes, helping you along the way. Maybe I was the guy who tolerated things longer than I should have. Maybe I was the guy who needed everyone to understand what I was building before I felt confident enough to build it. And maybe I was that guy who stayed attached to relationships, habits, the cookie jar, the peanut butter jar, long after they stopped fitting. And I'll tell you right now, that version of me got me here. Yep, and I'm not going to be ignorant of that because I'm grateful for that. But what I've learned and what I'm continuing to learn about myself and my journey, I don't owe that guy, the guy on the other side of this green screen, fuck man, the rest of my life. I don't. And you know what? Neither do you and your old mirror. Maybe today's the day you toss out that old mirror and go look at a new one. Because you are allowed to outgrow that person you had become to survive that earlier chapter. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to want something different. Good morning, Mini Jim. I support your journey. I support you too, Mini. Where are you joining me from this morning? Welcome to the big show. We call it Mornings in the Lab with Keith Jon and friends. And you are allowed to stop shrinking your ambition so it remains believable to the people around you. But that doesn't mean you became careless with people. And it doesn't mean you abandoned everyone who knew you before. And it doesn't mean every selfish decision simply becomes a personal decision. But it does mean you have to stop confusing familiarity with loyalty. Let me say that again. It does mean that you have to stop confusing familiarity with perhaps yesterday with loyalty. Because some people, they don't miss you. They miss their access to you. They miss their old person of you. They miss the version of you who never challenged them. They miss the version of you who is predictable, convenient, and easy to explain. And when that person disappears, that version disappears, they may call the new you arrogant, selfish, obsessed, difficult, different. Becoming who you actually are is going to inevitably disappoint people who benefited from who you used to be. And let's just say that one more time. The people who you inevitably disappoint are going to be the ones who benefited from who you used to be. And that is the one price of reinvention that nobody talks about. So the question this morning isn't whether you've changed, because I hope you have. The question is this: how much of your current identity is genuinely yours? And how much of it are you still maintaining because it keeps everybody else comfortable? Because there's a version of you, there is a version of you that everyone else prefers. I'll tell you guys this right now. You all right now, Neiman, Rico, Mike is making stuff, Petro, my family, my own mirror. Today, August 26, 2026, is getting the best version of me. The best version ever of me. I wake up today. The dependable one. The one who knows his place. But that doesn't automatically make me the version that is supposed to remain from yesterday. So guys, maybe today is the day that you stop apologizing for becoming unfamiliar. Maybe today is the day you look in the mirror and say to yourself, yes, I am proud of who the fuck I am, and I like who the fuck I am. If you don't like who I am, that's not my problem. That's your problem. Maybe you've changed isn't an accusation. Because you know what? You know what? Maybe it's confirmation that you finally fucking did. I love you guys. I really do. You guys, I know we float these words around. I know we float that L word around the show so loosely, but it's so. These monologues are me, man. I'm sharing myself with you guys. I am sharing myself with you guys. These monologues are coming from my morning journals, my night journals, what's going on in my brain. I've been this guy. I am this guy. I've been the guy going through divorce, lost all my fucking friends, lost a bunch of that shit. But you keep moving forward and you keep looking in your mirror and recognizing who you are, who you want to be. And I love who I am today. And I keep loving who I'm giving myself to you guys every single day. 100%. Rico, I appreciate you, man. I can't wait till I'm on Sirius Radio as well, man. That's fun and awesome. Awesome monologue, brother Keith. Dwayne Whitaker, I love you, man. You're so supportive of this show. You show up every single day. And, and it's funny because I was reflecting on our conversation in the chat yesterday. Thanks for teaching me yesterday about, the Halloween costume stuff. I love learning. I don't mind being wrong. I want to learn. And that's what it's all about, man. Stop pouring out of an empty cup, says Mike. He's making stuff. And then when that's Rico, when they give you a contract to be on, I'm working on it, Rico. We're working on it. And Rico, when we get there, I'm bringing you along for the ride, my brother. Whether you like it or not. Peanut butter cups from Good Time. Hey, Good Time. Check this out, man. Woo, baby. Yeah, there we go. It's still in the package. I don't know if this thing's ever going to get eaten. It's actually pretty fucking hard. It's probably just dry inside now. But there you go, guys. There's the peanut butter cup. Yeah, hasn't been touched. The prop is still here. Neiman, I see you typing. I see you, Mildred. I appreciate you, Mildred. It's so kind of you. So kind to you, Mildred. We love you too, man. Put it with the jar of peanut butter. Yeah, I think. Hold on a second here. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta go behind the green screen. Hold on. I can't get back there right now. That's not gonna work because it might not be a good situation. So Neiman, the peanut butter jar is back there, and I'm not even gonna try to climb over there right now. That would not work at all. All right, guys. Yes, Good Time. It is still there. I'll send you guys a picture. Each one, teach one. Oh, I like that, Whitaker. I'm taking that with me today, brother. I'm stealing it. Each one, teach one. I love it. Nation, have an awesome day. Guys, go look in your mirror today. Please, go look in your mirror. Just go look in your mirror. Are you happy with yourself? And if you are, continue. If you're not, maybe today's to make the change. And if that change involves disruption to others along the way, that's okay, because you know what you got? You got your own mirror. You got your own mirror. Rico, Dwayne, Good Time, Charlie, Mike, you guys got your own mirror. Petro, love y'all. We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? And hey, Friday, Petro, put it on the table, guys. We're talking CTE. We're talking CTE. We're talking concussions. Big news breaking out of the NFL. And I'm glad Petro texted me yesterday to say, hey, man, we should talk about this. And I want to talk about it. Coming up on Friday. But tomorrow, we're back. Keith Jon and the whole gang live, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Lots of love.
Before the noise, before the scroll, before the world starts asking for everything you've got, some people are already at work. Not for attention, not for applause, for clarity, for strength, for focus, for the discipline to meet the day on purpose. Different lives, different routines, same standard. And when that kind of intention comes together, it becomes more than a morning. It becomes a signal. Mornings in the lab. Different mornings, one signal.